mate, I can't wait to get my laughing gear around this. It's over the top, so why not go all the way? Right, brothers and sisters, welcome back to Food Busker. Now, the first dish that I fell in love with Chinese food, the food that I would order every Friday when we went to that Chinese takeaway back in Wolverhampton, sweet and sour chicken. It's a dish that's an amalgamation of lots of different regions of China in terms of the sauce and the way everything's cooked. Pretty much most versions out there today are just really sickly sweet, and actually it's a balance between sweet and sour. The cheap way is get ketchup, get a tin of pineapple, you're going to need the chunks and the sauce, you need some sugar, and then you need your chicken and your peppers and your onions. And what you basically do is you add the pineapple juice and the pineapple with the peppers and the onions to the ketchup, you add some more sugar, and that's a cheap sweet and sour. And it's got a lot of added sugar, which I'm not vibing with at all. I'd rather have a more natural source of sweetness. So for the fresh ingredients, we've obviously got the chicken. I'll take the skin off. We've got a fresh pineapple, which is gonna just give it more integrity as a dish, and it's gonna have a nice bite to it. Obviously, we've got the different peppers, we've got the onion, and to get that sourness, I'm gonna use some lime. We get some tomato puree to give it the color, to get the sweetness. We've obviously got the pineapple, and we'll get some juice from that. And then I'm gonna use honey, and that gives it that really syrupy, delicious, sweet taste without adding all that processed sugar in there. So, first up, let's prep the chicken. Take time to get the chicken cut into the same size pieces. That way they'll all cook at the same time. And now I'm going to marinate them to get some extra flavor in there. So you want about a tablespoon of fish sauce and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then we're gonna get some sesame oil in there, just a drizzle, but that's gonna bring through such a good flavor. Put them onto a tray, whack it in the fridge, and leave them there for a couple of hours uncovered so that they get dry. That means it will intensify the flavor, but most importantly, I'm gonna put this into batter, and we want the batter to stick. And if the chicken's wet, it won't work. Make sure you wash your board, and now it's time to prep all the veg. First take the onion, cut out the edges and cut into squares. Do the same with the red, green and yellow pepper. Next up, take your pineapple, take the skin off and cut it down into nice, similar chunks. Right, grab your wok, get that on, and now it's time to cook the sauce. So, first off, a little bit of nut oil, bring it up to a medium-high heat. Introduce your onions first for a couple of minutes until they're translucent and just beginning to catch. Now it's time to add your peppers. Once you've got those in, you need 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Make sure you cook it for a good 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now to deglaze the pan, and my top tip to get that tangy sweet sourness, apple cider vinegar. And now it's time to add the honey. Get that in, let it cook for 4 minutes, and then it's time to thicken the sauce with some cornstarch and water. Let it cook for a little bit, and then once you've got the consistency, take it off. Now to make the batter. You want 60 grams of rice flour, and then you want 130 grams of plain old flour. Now I've got some dumpling flour, which is nice and fine. It will make the batter better, so I'm using that, but plain flour is fine. And then you want 4 teaspoons of baking powder to make that batter nice and crispy. Now let's mix those flours together and add 230 mils of water gradually until you get this rich, thick, looks like paint contexture. Contexture is an actual word. Skillshare is an awesome online learning community. Perfect for if you want to up your food photography for Instagram, or as I did recently, to inspire me to nail my drone cinematography. It's just a great place full of inspiring teachers, and it only costs $10 a month to be part of it. For a limited time only, for the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description box, you get free access to the Skillshare Premium membership. Go on, my son, have a go. Takeaway sweet and sour chicken in the bag. Let's get involved, people. It's just not sickly sweet like so many of them, and you're like, what's in there? With this guy, you know what's gone in there. You know, look, it's an indulgent dish. It's not something you should have every week, but bloody hell, when you want that childhood feel-good culinary blast from the past, I got you covered. I'm on a diet, I don't know. That's it, people. My Chinese takeaway, sweet and sour chicken, done. What did you think? Please let me know what you thought of it in the comment box below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. You know the drill. If you do cook it, I need to see the pictures. So give us a follow at @JohnQuilter on Instagram. Right, people, I won't see you next week. I'm taking a week off, but I'll see you the week after. See you later.